Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares. Welcome back to What's in the Bag, Jay. Now, this is the segment where I pick 6 movies from my collection that I haven't seen, write their names on a piece of paper, throw them in the bag, and draw one out at random, and I do a review. Now, coming back from last week is The Medusa Touch. And if this one gets picked, I actually have a little story about that one. The Night, Dark Stories, Scarecrow County, Witches in the Woods, and making his debut this week is Rabid Grannies. This is yet another one I got from Dave. I appreciate that, Dave. I also got Bloodsucking Freaks from him, so yeah. Alright, let me give the bag a good tussle and we're going to see what we're going to watch and review this week. This bag is getting raggedy. Raggedy. Alright, let's see what we got here. We have The Night. I'm going to set that aside while I set all the other movies side by side. And we're going to take my trusty Freddy vs. Jason die and let it do the work. Just remember, if I roll a Freddy vs. Jason, they all go bye-bye. You guys are the only ones that can save it. And if I roll a 5, they all come back. But still vote. A 2. Alright. Let me give the bag a good tussle and let's see what comes back. Alright, coming back next week is Rabid Grannies. And also coming back is Scarecrow County. Now, if you want to see me review Witches in the Woods, I hope that gets picked someday, The Medusa Touch, or Dark Stories, definitely vote. Right now, I'm going to go watch The Night and come back with a review later. Well, I'm back. I just watched The Night, and here are my thoughts. The Night is a 2020 film which runs approximately 105 minutes and is written and directed by, and you're going to have to pardon my pronunciations because this is an Iranian film, I do believe, Kourosh Ahari. Now, he was responsible for Generations, The Yellow Wallpaper, and some shorts. Now, this stars Shahib Hassini as Babek Nadiri. He was in Golden Blood, After the Incident, and Midnight Sun. Niusha Noor as Nida Naderi. She was in Hidden, and I believe that was the one from After Dark, if I'm not mistaken. Some shorts and some TV. And Leah Oganyan as Shobanyam Nadiri. Oh boy. She didn't have anything to her credit, simply because she's a baby. Yeah, literally a baby. Now, this had a worldwide gross of $54,830, and it was the director's film debut. The Night. This is an interesting movie, and I found that the longer this movie went on, it's a slow burn, and I love slow burns if they have decent payoffs. This movie, however, kind of left me a little bit wanting. I'm not a huge fan of it. Let's just put it that way. It was okay to watch, but I don't know. It just, I'll be honest, I was kind of bored with it. Okay, but it started out really good. You have these 3 couples who are at this dinner party, and you get to learn a little bit about character development from these 3 couples. Babak and Neda are husband and wife, and they have a newborn. So it's kind of like dinner parties here, even though they're speaking Farsi. The husband goes in with one of the other guys and kind of takes way too many shots of vodka. And the moms are in there talking about it's a typical couples dinner party, is what it turns into. And they want to go home. The husband wants to sleep in his own bed, but he decides to drive, which is not, it's very ill advised because he's had one too many to drink. Although he says he's fine. And he has his newborn in the back seat along with his wife. It's not a good look. And the reason why she didn't drive is because her license got suspended, because apparently she got pulled over once and forgot her license and they suspended her license. So whatever. So they're driving and they almost get into an accident. And the mom's, of course, freaking out. And she says, we're either going back to the friend's house and spending the night, or if you can find a motel near here, we'll do that. And he decides, reluctantly, that he's going to find a motel nearby. So that's what he does. He finds a motel. They go up there in room 414. I don't know why I remember that, but I do. It's on the 4th floor. And the couple is strained. I mean, they are. They're not getting along all that well. I mean, you can sense the tension between the two of them. And the child wakes up. She goes to check on the child. And then he goes to check on the child because she can't get it back to sleep. And weird stuff starts happening in the hotel. And I don't want to get into it any more than that. But let me just say that it's a lot of supernatural stuff and a lot of misdirection. Which, if it's done right, like perfect example is 1408, the one with John Cusack. That was a movie that was done the right way, in my opinion. Had a lot of misdirection. You see something and then it's not there. You think there's somebody at the door, but it turns out to be somebody different, or, so on and so forth. This movie, it was, I want to say it was too little too late. And I'll be honest, I started to fall asleep in the film. So I had to rewind it and watch some of it over again. And I am going to actually give this another watch at some time, because most films that I don't particularly care for, I'll give them another watch. I'll give them another chance, because sometimes you're not always in the mood. I wasn't tired when I started this movie, but I was tired by the time I got done with it, because it just it bored me. It's a slow burn, but I didn't feel like the payoff was big enough to, whet my appetite for more. So, I don't know. A little bit disappointed in this one, but like I said, I will watch it again. Yes, I did fall asleep, but I did rewind it and rewatch the parts that I fell asleep in, and the movie made sense. It has one of those endings that is left up to interpretation, and it wasn't really that hard to figure out. But you can interpret it several ways. If you're into that, that's fine. Me, I like things that make me think, and this one didn't really make me think too much. And also, for the people that don't like to read subtitles, this is, I would say, 85-90% in Farsi. So you're going to have to read subtitles, which it doesn't bother me. It kind of bothers me a little bit when I'm tired. And like I said, I wasn't tired going into this film, but I'll be honest, I was bored. So it kind of made me tired as it went along. So, yeah, unfortunately, I can't recommend this movie. And that's a shame, because it is a Scream Factory, and I usually like IFC movies. I'm a big fan of IFC, but this one just didn't do it for me. And, that happens sometimes. But yeah, if you're into slow burn supernatural movies, which I am, I just didn't feel that this had payoff. Maybe somebody else will. Definitely watch it for yourself and decide whether or not The Night is something you would enjoy. Don't forget to vote for the ones that didn't make it. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.